Let me connect the chat as well. So the chat should be up and running as well. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Hi, everyone. Top of the morning or great time of day for wherever you are. And thank you so much for joining us for another live trading room here with Lachlan. That is again finally named Lachlan and not Cody. He's no longer identifying himself as Cody. So Lachlan from Samurai Day Trading. So thank you so much, Lachlan, for being here with us. You guys have a very cool session ahead of you. As Lachlan had mentioned, FDAX, a lot of movement, dropped 100 points before starting this session. So that's very, very cool. A lot of opportunities in the market. From my side, really quickly before we begin, I just want to say that I hope you're enjoying summer. We're in August. It's super, super hot. And you know what's hotter? The discount that you currently have for 20% off for our summer campaign. So if you guys are interested, just go to our website, have a quick look in our socials. We have a few very interesting things happening now during summer. So there's that's very nice and exciting. And yeah, I mean, that's from my side. I don't want to take too much of your time. You can get started and I will join you towards the end to say hi.
Perfect. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, TTP. Very much appreciate it, guys and girls. Hello, hello. I hope you are amazing. As Alan has said, guys, let me just split that chat function out. Kay, how are you? Hope you are fantastic. So hi, everybody. Hope you're brilliant. Now, guys, I am going to share the charts. We've got a fair bit, guys, got a fair bit of work to do. Guys, I've got little alerts going off on my phone. So we have a fair bit of... we've got a fair bit of work to do today because as Alan has mentioned, guys, the FDAX, I should say, sorry, FDAX literally turned on its R1 and has just fallen more than 100 points to the downside. Eddie, how are you? Hope you're fantastic. Now, as you are no doubt aware, ladies and gents, if you've been around a little while, guys, it might be a very samurai thing, but when the FDAX closes the gap in the pre-market, and we get a complementary close on the FESX as well, it normally means we're in for a very big day. Literally, these guys are going to go gangbusters. Now, at one point in time, as the volatility on the FDAX was over 35, which is normally the volatility we get on a very, very robust day. As it's already hanging around 35. So, guys, we're going to be busy, but I've got all your levels drawn up, guys, all ready to rock and roll. So let me... just double check my time. We're good to rock and roll. So first and foremost, guys, again, welcome to the live trading room. Guys, again, another shout out if I can to TTP, guys, for supporting Samurai in the journey. Diane, how are you? So hi, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Guys, now we're going to be using the live trading room format, guys, again today for the 4 points that are in this slide. What I really appreciate, guys, about a live trading room is the immediate proof of performance. All right. So if anybody's out there in the world, guys, you're sitting on the fence going, should I follow the Samurai Day Trading strategy? Should I not? Guys, the beauty of the session today is we're going to get, dare I say it, a fair bit of proof today, guys, that if you just stick to one thing, we do sound very, very boring, I know, but if you do stick to one thing, you are highly likely to be successful as a trader. So what we're looking for, guys and girls, is performance first, then we build confidence on that performance. Ultimately, what we're going to be doing is then building a psychology around that confidence. Right? So again, the beautiful thing about performance in trading, guys, we want to constantly build confidence around what we're doing, guys. Trading psychology, dare I say it, probably one of the hottest topics in the world at this point in time. Guys, again, there's many, many things we can do to build a really, really positive trading psychology. Guys, the number one thing, may I suggest, would be reducing the complexity of what you do, guys, down to a very, very simple, very, very easily repeatable, basically mechanical process, guys. That's ultimately what we're going to be doing again today. Now, compliance, guys, because we're going across multiple jurisdictions globally, first and foremost, guys, we'll have futures and CFD traders with us today. Both of those styles of trading involve risk. Guys, because both of them involve margin, which means you borrow a little bit of money every time you take a trade. Guys, what does that ultimately mean? Guys, we magnify the risk, but we also magnify the potential reward, which is always, always good fun. Now, guys, everything we're going to be doing today is general information only. Past performance of all financial products in the most strictest jurisdictions in the world, guys, cannot be used as an indication of future performance. Now, As we move on, guys, this beautiful thing called the internet, there are market risk factors that we do need to take into account today, guys. So I'm going to do my best to guide you in and out of the market as per the Samurai education strategy. Guys, I'll do my best to do that. There's no guarantee that you'll be able to get filled where I want to get filled or exit where I want to exit. Mind you, guys, sometimes people get much bigger targets than I go for. Sometimes it works very much in your favor, guys. So there are market risk factors, but they're not necessarily a bad thing, even though we do have to mention it. Now, guys, as we roll through, let me just move this little camera window out of the way. Guys, very, very brief history. For those that don't know, I'm basically the head coach, guys, and presenter, guys, at Samurai Day Trading, guys, out of Singapore. Guys, I started my futures trading journey in 2009 as the owner of Trading School. Guys, I literally discovered futures on the 1st of August 2007, guys, when I was sitting in a Forex trading workshop. I was looking at the Forex traders and the CFD traders. Then a bank trader actually said to me, "Hey, Lockie, just to let you know, we work at Macquarie Bank and we wouldn't touch Forex to save ourselves." I suddenly realized, wow, there's something else going on here. Either way, guys, I specialize in futures trading. Guys, ultimately, I've had an opportunity to educate a lot of people, guys. We're going to be using the same strategy we've been doing since 2009. Guys, a couple of little fine tunings to the indicators, but ultimately, guys, we're going to be doing the same thing. Guys, what is that? We identify the team that's failing and we join the other team. The beauty of futures trading is there are only two teams, buyers versus sellers, and the stronger team has to win. Guys, in Forex trading, if you want to do a comparison, there are three teams. It'll be the buyers versus the sellers versus the broker, and the broker controls the market. In futures trading, you've got buyers versus sellers only. There are no brokers, guys. So it is a pure unmanipulated market that we get to take advantage of. Okay, now, speaking of indicators, guys, I've developed a lot of indicators in my time. Anton, how are you? I hope you are amazing. I've developed a lot of indicators in my time, and not to be rude, not to be rude. I say that there's a lot of people out there in the world, guys and girls, that they're not massive fans of indicators. I'm very, very big fan of indicators. The reason being is that our indicators are designed for futures trading only. They're not designed for any other form of trading. Guys, they're designed on a pure price movement a pure price data feed as opposed to a manipulated data feed. Guys, and more to that, the actual amount of mathematics the indicators are doing for you is completely ridiculous, guys. So there are some indicators out there in the world, guys, like MACDs and stochastics and all that kind of good stuff. They can be quite good fun. Just be aware, if you don't mind, that the Samurai indicators are doing a large amount of mathematics for us because we're hunting institutional orders in the market. So we're hunting institutional orders and also momentum in the market. Guys, that's why the indicators are ultimately so effective. Now, guys, if you are a fan of Instagram, guys, we're at Samurai Day Trading on Instagram, YouTube, Samurai Day Trading. Guys, we did a live session yesterday on YouTube, which was good fun. Guys, if you need anything from us at all, guys, and you just don't want to go to the website, info@samuraidaytrading.com, guys, and also website content's been updated, guys, so we've got some really good feedback on that. If you want to go and have a play with that, guys, please do. There's trading plan writing guides there, there's psychology guides there, there's S&P and NASDAQ trading guides. They're all ready to rock and roll. Guys, and also exciting news, exciting news. For those people that are affiliates of Samurai, guys, now we haven't actually banged on about this a great deal, but there are a number of you, guys, who are affiliates with Samurai already. Guys, if you are a fan of affiliates or you just enjoy spreading the word, guys, please make sure you get the affiliate link from Samurai. Guys, you don't have to be a member of Samurai to be an affiliate. Guys, the reason I mention this is Craig rang me about 35 minutes ago, said, "Hey, Lockie, are you happy to sign off on all the affiliate commissions for the month? Are you happy to get them paid?" Guys, so it is affiliate payday today, guys, affiliate payday. So if you are an affiliate, guys, you're about to get a check, which is good fun, guys. We've got a couple of little affiliates who are about to get a very, very juicy check. So, guys, please don't be shy on that. If you want to be an affiliate, guys, anywhere in the world, doesn't matter where you are, just email info@samuraidaytrading.com and ask, what do I need to do to become an affiliate of Samurai? Guys, and we'll keep you up and racing. Now, guys, let's get into it. Basically, that green little sign down the bottom is the most important sign, guys. My entire career is based on that sign. Basically, that is, we're going to let the market do the heavy lifting. That means the market's going to generate the signal for us. It's going to tell us when to get in, tell us when to get out, tell us where to control our risk, tell us where to put our profit target. Guys, and ultimately, it's also going to tell us, depending on whether we've got a small chart, larger chart combination trade, it's also going to tell us how long to hold the trade for. Now, at this point in time, guys, the markets are really, really angry. So what we're looking for is basically short-term buying signals and long-range selling signals, right? So I think today we're going to pick up some pretty good long-range targets. Guys, we'll have that pretty well sorted in the first 15 minutes of the session. What I'm primarily going to focus on, guys, are the 4 comments over there on the right-hand side, the wow, wow, wow. Guys, that's what we're ultimately doing. Guys, if you are coming to the Platinum Advanced Preparation webinar that is on tonight, 30 minutes after we finish the live trading room, guys, our number 1 subject Platinum webinar tonight will be CSA. Okay, CSA stands for Candlestick Analysis. Guys, I will be using 3 key principles of CSA today in order to guide the live trading room. Guys, we've had a really good trading week this week. So based on just those 3 principles alone, I'll be using that to guide us today. And guys and girls, it's going really, really well. Mind you, I'm not surprised, guys. I'm not surprised. We're still following exactly the same way of thinking. Exactly the same way of thinking from 2009, which I do think is good fun. Let me just grab a sip of water. I'm also going to turn that camera off, guys, because sometimes it covers up charts. So just hold on one sec. Okay, right, just adjusting aircon here, guys. It's a relatively tropical day, guys, in downtown Osaka. Okay, but we're bopping along, guys, bopping along. We normally get 6 humid weeks, guys, after the summer solstice. So we get 6 humid weeks, guys, which is ultimately when the rice does the majority of its growing. And this cycle. This cycle that they're following. Our local temple talks about this rice cycle being followed for the last 600 years. Right? So we normally get 6 weeks of really, really heavy weather, which is what we're currently experiencing. Straight after the summer solstice, and then we basically start sliding down into winter. Now, just for anyone's a fan of skiing or snowboarding, guys, last year Japan had one of the longest and coldest winters in Japanese history. One of the coldest and one of the longest. And last year, guys, we got 7 meters worth of snow. 7 meters worth of snow. So this year we're hoping for an absolutely incredible ski season. Yeah, Dan, it was one of the highest we've ever seen. It was just incredible. It was incredible. All right, now, guys, let's get into it. So up the top for the NASDAQ traders, you've got a cluster up here, guys. Cluster of basically very, very key Fibonacci levels. The one I've got most of my eye on, guys, is that 133 Fib extension up there. So the price level up there is 23556. That's 23556. If we were to get anywhere near this level here, guys and girls, and we were to fail, we're looking for that long range short. There's no doubt about that. Whereas if we do trade above, trade above 23,500, okay, 23,500. So that means if we get a really, really strong close above 23,500, which is just here, as if we got a really, really strong close above that, then basically we're looking to try and target the NASDAQ up to around about 23606. All right, not 605. 23606. Now, a barrier that the NASDAQ traders will have to work to, is that 200% extension just there. As interesting point is, again, as I said before, the Europeans are really, really angry. Now, that's because effectively some relatively negative European news, guys, came out after the market closed yesterday. So we had a big sell-off. Basically, as soon as the data started, we had a big sell-off today. Just a word of warning, guys, word of warning for the European Open is that when we do get a sell-off very, very early on like this, guys, and we get the gap closed, so literally the gap has been closed, as normally the opening candle is absolutely ballistic, all right? So we're just going to be a little bit careful for the opening candle traders today. We just be careful, guys, because we're going to have a really good session, guys. You don't have to get on the opening candle if you don't want to. Now, for my little NASDAQ traders, 23434, guys. So 23434, let me put this in place for you down here. So 23434, okay, right about there. Guys, if we close and hold below effectively the 50 of the day and yesterday's daily low, then we're looking at an absolutely stunning sell. Now, if we get a really, really early buy on the NASDAQ, they turn around and fail badly, guys. They turn around and fail badly. For the NASDAQ traders, Nice. For the Nasdaq traders, see this little delta V2 over here. See that little delta V2 there with that -4 rated static bar reversal. Guys, you're looking at an entry point of 498, so 498 even, so literally 23498.00. If we do buy aggressively above that on the open of the Nasdaq, guys, and then they get absolutely hammered, that is a signal that's repeated multiple times already. It's already paid once, twice, three, four, five. It's already paid 6 times. So if we close above that level, if we close above that level, that's going to be an important point. So literally 498. Might as well put a little line on it here. If we were to shoot into that level, guys, and the volume climbs very, very quickly and we don't go anywhere, 498 is going to be like literally one of those little make or break points. It's one of those make or break points. Another one of the make or break points, guys, is that Fibonacci there. So if we push up, we failed there. Obviously, we failed there before. It's a 200% extension off the 4-hour chart. If we fail there before, guys, we might get a little turnaround. And today, guys, unless Europe does something a little strange, and they can obviously do whatever they want, as I think at this point in time, we're looking for short range longs. So short range longs and long range shorts. Okay, so again, I'll put that on the chart. Just so we know we've spoken about it. We'll probably revisit that a number of times as we roll through today. Now for the S&P 500, there's a couple of things. We'll start all the way down the bottom. Guys, if they buy early and fail, guys, the short targets on the S&P 500, particularly for the Becks and the Gregs of the world, guys, if we've got young Beck with us already or young Greg, we are looking for a sell down on the S&P 500, guys, to, again, either 6360 or 6340. It's obviously a very, very long way down. Same scenario, guys. Same scenario for the S&P 500 traders. 6403, guys, if we were to get over the R1, I'll put this here for you. 6403, which is up here. 6403 is an absolutely lovely target. Guys, again, we've got a break above 2400. That should be 6400. All right, let me fix the typo for you. A lot of people would say, Lockie, we're already above 2400. It's like, yes, we are. So, guys, break above 6400, guys. If for some reason the Europeans decide to not be negative, but they're very negative at the moment, very angry, but if they decide not to do that, for the S&P 500 traders, if you get a close above 6400, guys, you've got 2 targets, 6430 and 6450 is a major stretch. Just watch, guys, just watch. If you're trading the US pre-market tonight or the US Open, it might not happen in the European session, which we're about to do. But if we do get back above 6400 based on positive news or somebody says something that's positive, just be acutely aware that, again, we could get a really lovely rally. Again, SBR for the S&P 500 traders is the 141.4 fib extension, right? So you've got an SBR over here that's triggered once, twice, 3 times, and it's paid perfectly. So guys, that's the mathematics I was talking about. So you don't even need to know why that is there. You just need to know there is an absolutely incredible SBR right there. That's the one I'm going to focus on. We've got another one just here as well. Right, so 2 levels for the S&P 500 traders to keep an eye out on. As I have said to everyone, please be careful on the opening FTX candle. I have mentioned that, haven't I? So I'll say that for you guys. I'll say that for you a number of times today, because I think we're going to have a very, very good little session. I think it's going to be good fun. But just like any trading session out there, it doesn't matter what you trade, guys, please just stick to what you know works. Guys, I'm very, very happy with my own trading performance this week, and primarily because I've followed my trading plan perfectly. Right? So occasionally you might feel like the attraction to make some stuff up on the run. Guys, I might be the only person in the world that does that. But if you occasionally, guys, if you do feel the attention or you do feel the temptation just to push the button on the run or do something along those lines, just be a little bit careful with that, guys. It can get you into a little bit of trouble. Now, for our FTX traders, guys, this is the meltdown that young Arlen was talking about. So, guys, we've basically got this. This will be robotic buying, guys. It'll be robotic buying, and basically the robots got absolutely annihilated. Basically, the robots have bought into the R1. Now, you're probably going, well, Lockie, why would they do that? Guys, please don't forget there are 4 different pivot files in the world, right? So there's 4. I'll just write it on the screen for you here, guys. There are 4, and some people argue about this all the time, guys. There are 4 different mathematical definitions for pivots. Okay, now, this will sound rude, guys. This will sound rude. I'm just everybody's warned out globally. If your R1 on the FDAX is anything other than 24120, can everybody see my R1 there? Is it 24120? If your R1 is at any level other than that, may I suggest your R1 is not in the right spot? Now, why is this a problem? As if we cruise back up here and your R1's in the wrong spot, you might be reversing off a level that doesn't exist for the majority of traders globally, right? So I want you to be really, really careful. Guys, this pivot file that we use is the same pivot file used by Macquarie Bank in Sydney. Guys, that's where the pivot file came from. Now, as much as the pivot file, guys, I originally started studying that pivot file in 2007, the pivot file and calculation is still working, right? So when I say to you guys, the indicators do mathematics for you, the mathematics are really important. So guys, be very, very careful if your R1 is in the wrong place. Now, if you're not a pivot-based reversal trader and you don't care about pivots, that's okay, because that's okay. But you'll quite often find that the pivots are in the wrong spot, guys. And basically what it means is you're kind of flying a little bit blind, which is obviously not a lot of fun. Now, a couple of things that we do need to be aware of for the European traders. Now, this affects everybody, guys, particularly the NASDAQ. Guys, the Europeans have already closed their gap, right? So what do I mean by that? Guys, basically, we opened up here, shot up, hit the R1, and we've gone all the way down here and we've closed the gap, all right? The gap is where the market literally turned off yesterday. When the Europeans close the gap, guys, in the pre-market, which is where we are right now, it normally means we're in for a very aggressive day. As we normally go a long way in a direction. Now, we don't know which direction that is, but I think we can probably second guess, and I think it's down. Now, 24105, guys, 24105, right there, guys, that green 61.8 Fibonacci running across the screen, that is a huge resistance level for the buyers. So guys, if we do buy back into that level, on open, then guys, for the opening candle traders, you would be looking to position orders. Once they've gone way above your entry point, you'd be looking to order positions once that, once the candle changes color. Guys, for those that haven't been here before, guys, the color change you're looking for, this mustard green candle means extreme buyer volume. Guys, this orange candle here means extreme seller volume. Okay, so once again, it's a mathematical algorithm we're using to identify which team is using too much fuel so we can turn around and back the other team. Now, guys, I'm at this point in time, now, again, we've got to be very careful going into a preconceived ideal about what the markets are going to do. At this stage, I'm expecting the FDAX to sell first. I wouldn't be surprised if that fails badly, guys, and then we're going to be looking for long-range buys. So at this stage, guys, we're short-range shorts. So short-range longs, long-range shorts. These guys can change their mind on the opening candle, guys. That might flip around the other way. So that's why certainly now I wouldn't be taking a trade on any of these markets. Please do watch 24,000, guys. It's an incredibly round number. It's basically one of the make or break points in the market today. If we stay above 24,000, it's a positive sign. If we get below 24,000, it's a negative sign. If we get down to 23870, guys, 23870, which is right here. If we get down to that level, it's an absolutely amazing buy point in the market. If we break below that, guys, we've got to be very, very careful. If we break that 50 pink Fibonacci there, guys, basically it's look out below. We're going to go and try and close a gap, guys, try and close a gap from a long time ago, which is a long way down. For those that don't know where that gap is, let's have a quick look. Okay, can everybody see all the way down here? Can you see that little price gap? Guys, it's 22857, right? 22857. Now, we still haven't been down there. Now, this is one reason why we're not gap traders, because a whole lot of people would have seen that gap and then said, oh, I'm going to sell short, and they would have got completely toasted. But if we do, guys, if we do mathematically, just so everybody's aware, that gap must be closed. It must be closed. So what does that ultimately mean? Guys, we are going to head to the downside. We don't know when that downside is going to occur, but we've got to get down there at some point in time. Now, what I do want to draw your attention, guys, while we're here on the daily chart, okay, what I'm seeing here, guys, a very, very powerful swing trigger short setting up. What does it ultimately mean? If we do get a fairly robust selling campaign, guys, on the FTAX today, guys, if we got anywhere near yesterday's low, then these guys are going to plummet. Okay, so we've just got to be careful coming into today that we're in a really, really interesting, guys, really interesting sort of pause point. So if you will, a bit of a stale point in the market. Bringing you down to the 4-hour chart, guys, what we do have to be very well aware of is if the FTAX runs to the downside, guys, it's going to trigger a stunning 4-hour short. Right, absolutely stunning 4-hour short. So therefore, if the shorts are on, guys, they're going to plummet. Okay, now typically they wouldn't do that on the open. You tend to find there's a little bit of buying coming back into the market before they then decide they're going to sell the market down. Okay, so we'll just ultimately see what they do. And again, one thing we will check, guys, very quickly is do we have a reciprocal signal on the FESX, which I do believe we do. Okay, now, speaking of that, we'll go to the 5-minute chart, get that ready to rock and roll. All right, so I'm going to blow all that up. We'll get some of the detail off the screen. If we run into the detail, clearly we need it, which is good fun. Down here, guys, FESX 4-hour chart, just double checking. So 1, 2, 3. The FESX has actually opened. Man, if we sell today, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. I would suggest we're going to sell first. So let's just wait and see. I'd suggest we're going to buy first. Guys, going to buy a little bit first, and then I think we're going to get tanked. Please be very careful on the opening candle FTAX today, guys. Please be careful of that. Now, young Steve, I hope you are amazing. Guys, Steve is very good at his technical analysis. Let me just have a quick look here. What have we got, mate? Swing long, but there is a chance that the 4-hour may roll into a 4-hour retracement for long. Yes, mate, I completely agree. So on the 60-minute chart, so on the 60-minute NASDAQ chart, we've got this beautiful swing trigger that is failing. So if they were to push up and basically come short, guys, any of these 60-minute bars here are absolutely amazing shorts, including the one that's just about to close. Okay. So 90 seconds or so, guys, until the gun goes. I have said, please be careful, guys, on the opening candle of the FTAX for the FTAX traders. We're just going to be very clear today, guys, about who steals the stair step. At the moment, the sellers own the stair step. So we're looking for buying-based reversals. We'll just see. We'll just see what happens here. All right, 60 seconds until the gun goes. Guys, let me just read Steve's second comment there. 4 size to create a step here. The target down 312. Yes. 23312. 23312. LR short being long range, guys. Should learn to spell, shouldn't. So long range short target. All right, now, as when the market is moving like this in the pre-market, guys, it's very easy to get romanced into doing stuff you don't normally do. So just be a little bit careful of that. For the FTAX traders, as I would suggest, our Fibonacci extension may look like this. Okay, we may need to fine tune that on the run. And if so, they've got a long way to go, guys, before they get to that 133 extension. A very long way to go. So we might be using a couple of different extensions on this one. So just let them cruise through, guys. Let them do what they do. Let them do what they do. If you're very aggressive, guys, obviously there's a climactic reversal on FTAX. Now, opening candle, we don't normally grab that. All right, we don't normally grab that. So we're going to do, guys, for those that have just joined us, welcome. I hope you are amazing, guys. We've got over 50 people in the LTR today, guys. Last time I checked with Arlen, we had more than 50 people online, guys, watching us. I think on just LinkedIn alone, guys. So we're going out to a lot of people today. If there are questions, guys, about what we're doing, please do ask. If you've got any other really technical questions, just email Samurai, guys. We'll be able to help you out. For those that are coming on the Platinum, guys, advanced course, you've got your first training preparation webinar tonight. Guys, you got your first webinar tonight. Now, for the DAXI traders, guys, if we do get a sell down, if we did get a sell down, guys, underneath the pre-bottom, we'd be looking for a long, guys, over the top of the previous pivot. All right, we've now got climactic volume. Guys, we've now got climactic volume. So that means we're ultimately looking for a sell down. Guys, I do definitely want a lower low. Guys, I definitely want a lower low. We've now got a match low, right? So we're getting very, very close, guys, very, very close to picking up a previous pivot-based reversal long. Guys, if that is your trading style, guys, understanding we are so we are in the pre-market. If you are on the previous pivot, guys, you're looking for a 5-point first target and risk control point. Now, ultimately, guys, if you want the double bottom, lower low, your ATM is triggered, you're through your point target or you've been stopped out. All right, so well done. Guys, well done, well done, well done. Now, if we get a second push down, guys, to a double bottom or we get a lower low, that trade may set up again. Okay, that trade is setting up again. Guys, entry point 98, please. So entry point 98, risk control point 24,003. Guys, now if you don't trade twice on the opening candle, guys, don't take the same trade again. Guys, now I've taken that trade and my ATM took me out at +6. Guys, at +6. Okay, here comes the lower low. Guys, just watch the last 90 seconds as well. We don't take any new trades, guys, in the last 90 seconds. Okay, don't take any new trades in the last 90 seconds. 24,000, guys, if we close below 24,000, we could be looking at a really negative, guys, a really negative day, as in really, really positive, really positive, but it could be very sad. It could be very sad for the buyers, may I suggest. Let's just start getting ready, guys, on the bigger charts, left-hand side. We'll see what these guys are up to. So for those that haven't traded with us before, guys, I just need a little reminder for the NASDAQ and S&P traders, you definitely want to get a dual market signal. So you want a similar signal on the S&P and the NASDAQ in order to run at a very, very high success rate on the NASDAQ. Likewise, FESX to FDAX, guys, likewise, FESX to FDAX. If you are a pre-bottom reversal trader, guys, you can just go long at 986. If you are going to go long at 986, please be advised that we are in the last 90 seconds of the candle. As there, some of you don't follow that 90-second rule, guys. I love the 90-second rule. Either way, if you're long at 86, your first target is 91. You've just gone through your first target, and then you've had your ATM taken out. The backup trade is clearly over the top of the previous pivot. I would suggest we're in the last 90 seconds. So it's just let the candle close. They'll tell you what to do. We might be looking at an opening candle climactic reversal as my preferred climactic reversal. If we close over the pre-bottom, we're looking for the sellers to sell down and then we're going to go long. If we close over the PP, the previous pivot, guys, we're looking for exactly the same. Sellers to sell down and then we're going to go long. Those that enter on the body of the climactic candle, guys, you're looking for an entry at 001 long, provided the buyers close over both pivots. All right, provided we close over both pivots. All right, really important point. So just talking about pivots before, kind of important your pivots are in the right spot, guys. Otherwise, you don't know what you're actually opening and closing over. And that can prove to be quite problematic. So for the FDAX traders at this point in time, the only trade, oh, no, we're under the pre-bottom, guys and girls. I'm sorry. We cannot get a trade if your pivots are as per my pivots. All right, we can't get a trade. So we're just going to wait. Well, it's just going to wait for the NASDAQ and S&P. All right, so we'll start to break you guys up. So sellers own the stair step on both US markets simultaneously. Guys, I can't send you long on the NASDAQ. We're way too close, guys, way too close to the pre-top, way too close to the MDI. It's way too close to the MDI. So what does that ultimately mean? At this stage, I'm looking for the buyers to push up on the S&P 500. Guys, ideally, try and touch the step or steal the step. And then we're looking for a short on the NASDAQ, guys. So that static bar reversal, guys, they're going to have to do a lot of work to get there. That static bar reversal is brilliant. This static bar reversal is also brilliant. We just need FDAX. Don't you dare turn around and go straight back the other way. What we need, guys and girls, is we need the buyers to steal the stair step on either one of the US markets before we say, you know what, are we joining the buyers or are we going to crack with the sellers? Some of the more advanced S&P traders have spotted the climactic candle coming into open. They've then traded, guys. If you trade off the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, you guys have already gone long. For the slightly more advanced traders, the Becks and the Gregs of the world, you may already be long. Guys, if you are long, you're trading up to the black line as the ultimate test. If we get over the test, then hold long. If we don't get over that line, guys, there'll be some shorting attention coming into the market. All right, now for the FDAX traders, again, guys, if we gapped over the pre-bottom, we would be long on that Delta V2, that black diamond across the screen there. We would be long there and we would have already gone through our targets. Fact is that we're assuming a close over a pivot, guys, which we don't do. All right, so again, mathematically, guys, what it means is if on the next candle we were to sell down below 989, we may be setting up a really, really lovely pre-bottom reversal again. Guys, we'll just see what they do. Just see what they do. We're going to get a ton, guys. We're going to get a ton of trades today. Lots of opportunity. Depending on what your KPIs are, guys, generally speaking, for the FDAX traders, it'd be nice to get you up around the 10-point mark. So around about $250 as a minimum. NASDAQ, about the same. S&P, about the same. Right? So it'd be really, really lovely to get everybody up around that point. Now, we're at this stage, guys, the FESX normally pushes through to the 50 fib of the day inside the first or second candle. They've done exactly that, guys. So therefore, we'll just watch what they do, bottom right-hand corner. If they do push up, guys, and these buyers actually run out of steam relatively quickly, then we're looking for some really good shorts. If the buyers in Europe decide to say they're not angry anymore, or the sellers say they're not angry anymore, we're probably going to get some really lovely buys. So now we just wait, guys. My switch at this point in time, guys, any long on FDAX is valid. Guys, I don't assume closes over pivots. All of these Delta Black Diamond signals coming in here are all basically saying, here's a great spot to buy the market. We've just got to make sure, guys, we get over the top of the pivots. So again, last 90 seconds, what I'm looking for the FDAX traders is exactly the same collection. We need to close over a pivot. Sellers need to retrace back down and then pick up the buy signal. As if we close over the gap, we're looking at that black diamond there. If we close over the pre-bottom, we're looking at this black diamond here. If we close under both of those pivots, then we're not looking at either one of them. As these guys are selling in hard on the FDAX, aren't they? This is one of the reasons we don't assume closes over pivots. Now, interesting point about assuming closes over pivots. Guys, your pivots have got to be in the right spot. Now, the reason there's 3 times I mentioned that today, but the reason being is I got sent a screenshot, guys, by a trader a couple of days ago saying, Lockie, can you identify for me why the trade failed? And I looked at it and go, wow, that looks a bit strange. And again, guys, they literally traded the S&P 500 straight into the R1. Now, because their pivots were wrong, they didn't have an R1 in the way. They didn't actually know what they were doing. Right? So you've got to be a little bit careful. Want to be a little bit careful about that. Okay, so for the NASDAQ and S&P, you guys are about to pick up a valid long with a caveat. The caveat is you must get a structured retrace and you must get a structured rejection. All right, for the FDAX traders, you've closed over the pivot. The only thing you can do, guys, for the FDAX is wait for the sellers to sell under that black diamond delta. You've already gone. Wait for them to sell under the black diamond delta and then go long. All right, so just keep a very close eye on them. Guys, that black diamond delta is the one I'm looking for. They must sell down, guys. They must start challenging the lows before you buy, guys, before you buy at 989. So exactly 989. We want the sellers to sell down. We want them to fail. We want them to turn around and come back the other way. If you are going to go long at 989, guys, your first target, guys, is 994. You're kissing that target already. Guys, you can try and hold on to that. Try and hold on to that for launch targets, please. Okay. NASDAQ, guys, you've got a tiny little retrace back to the 23 fib. If you are long, guys, over the top of the NASDAQ, it's a 2-rated candle. You're looking for a 16-tick risk control point. Guys, ideally up to a 20-tick first target. Guys, I'm just going to put a 20-tick first target on the screen for you there. S&P 500 traders, if you are long, guys, you've got to be very careful, S&P 500. Okay, very, very careful, S&P. NASDAQ traders, I know I've got a number of you long already. So based on the volatility of the market, you guys are looking at a 16-tick risk control point. Now, we have already gone, guys, from the entry price, which is 2 ticks over the top of the candle. It looks like we've already gone around 19 ticks to the high side. Let me just double check this. Okay, 89.25. All right, so for those that are long on NASDAQ, guys, once it's gone 16 ticks in your favor, make sure you can't lose any money. It's just gone through the 20-tick target, right? So well done if you're long on the NASDAQ for a 20-tick target. Now, the flip side of that, guys and girls, S&P 500 traders, you've got to be careful. If we do get much higher on the NASDAQ, guys, if we push through this 24, this 240 level there, absolutely brilliant. If we can't, we're looking for shorts. Now, to go short on that static bar reversal there, you need the volume on this candle to climb in excess of the previous candle. All right, can everybody see the volume at this point in time is slowly climbing? I would like volume on the current candle, guys, current candle, to move beyond the volume of the previous candle before we look at a reversal. Until then, the traders who are long can stay long, please. All right, FDAX, you've just gone low enough to pick up the delta, please, at 989. Oh, so you wanted the sellers to push in, fail, turn around, come back in, pick up your delta at 989. Guys, if you've gone long at 989, your first target, guys, is 994. You've gone through that target again, and it's controlled your risk again. Okay. Now, S&P at this stage, we're going to not go long on the S&P. NASDAQ, you can go long, guys, but as per the caveats, everybody's controlled their risk and done what they need to do. All right. Now, if we get a brand new, so if we get a brand new efficient candle on the NASDAQ, we can actually go long again. As if we get a loss of efficiency, then awesome. Now, for the slightly more advanced traders, if you're long for 20s, so ideally, guys, exactly the same as yesterday, you're long for 20s and 50s. All right, so let me just put that on the screen for you. 1, 2, 3. Is that 50s? Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not quite 50s. That is 50. Right, so for the Nazi traders, guys, you're long with some experience for 20s and 50s. But at this point in time, guys and girls, you cannot lose any money on the trade, all right? Mechanically impossible to lose money. Your stop loss for your 50-tick target is now positive by maybe 10 or 12 ticks, so you can't lose any money. Okay, really, really quite important. Why did we go long on that candle, guys? Because it's a 2-rated candle, right? So you see the strength indicator just sitting under here. 2-rated candle basically says, get out of my way. The buyers are now completely in charge, which is exciting. What does it ultimately mean? All the mathematics lined up in the background and said, here's a reasonable signal, try and go long. Okay, now Fibonacci, let's get rid of the volume, guys. So Fibonacci would suggest these buyers have got a little bit further to go. So the Fibonacci traditionally would go over the dominant candle. All right, they're at their risk control point. So that's the 100% extension there. We're at the risk control point. Again, typically the NASDAQ guys would go to that 133 if they're in their normal mood. All right, so if you are holding, guys, to the 133, it's going to go beyond the 50-tick target, which is absolutely brilliant. For the FDAX traders, you must get a sustained sell down, guys, a sustained sell down and failure before you look to buy the market. This is the OSR candle. So guys, if the FDAX traders get a sell down below the previous pivot, that higher black diamond delta there, guys, at 002. As if you're going to go long on the FDAX at 002, you guys know your first target is 007. That's an awesome number. But you know your target's 007. And guys, that could move its way back up to the upper OSR, potentially. Right now, if we get a little bit of a sell down on the FDAX first and then the buyers smash them, guys, that is my preference. Some of you may be long on the FDAX already. Guys, if you are, you're looking for 007, you've just belted 007 as a target. NASDAQ traders, you just smashed your 50 tick target. Have I got any NASDAQ traders that are long for longer range targets, please? Okay. If you're long for longer range targets, so I'm glad we used the volume filter to stay in that long range trade, which is good. FDAX, you're way beyond your target, please. Way beyond. So for the DAX traders, you're looking to try and trade up to, okay, up to the upper OSR here. So a really lovely target for FDAX would be 025. So that's about a 23-point trade. All right, that's a really, really good trade. All right, now we've got the S&P agreeing with everybody. So for the NASDAQ traders, anyone that's gone long, guys, on the efficient candle, okay, you've clearly gone the right way, which is brilliant. We've had this really lovely push through to the 161.8 extension. Absolutely fantastic. What is now going to occur, guys? We're looking for shorts on the NASDAQ. Okay, that's the make or break point. Yeah, we're looking for shorts on the NASDAQ, guys. A Delta V2 short would be amazing. There's one on the screen now. As if you are going to take a Delta V2 short, you've got a price entry point of exactly 23500, following exactly the same protocol as before. As you're looking to go short, you've got a 16 tick risk reduction point with a 20 tick first target. I'm hoping they absolutely annihilate that 20 tick first target, as because we've got this 4-hour level, that we were just wrestling with before. So NASDAQ, make my job really easy, please. Come on, boom. If you're short, if you're short on the NASDAQ, guys, 23,500 entry, 20 tick first target is out. Well done, everybody who's short. We're going to try and get a 50 tick second target out of this, guys. If you've got this one, well done. Guys, if you've got this one, well done, well done, well done. We are trying to get a 50 ticker out of this, guys, which will put us well over our KPI. As to talk about the indicators doing the mathematics for you, there's no way I can do mathematics that quickly. It's just, you just can't do it. I can't do maths that quickly on 3 markets simultaneously. Just can't do it. So anyone that's short, guys, so you've gone through your 20 tick target, please, you cannot lose any money on your long range 50 ticker. Steve, I'd love your guidance, please, on where you think this is going to go. Because as we said earlier, if the buyers burn out early in the session, guys, we could get massive shorts, right? Massive shorts. Now, what does it ultimately mean, guys? If you're short on that delta, which is absolutely mathematical, just genius. If you're short on the delta, as you can't lose any money on your long range targets, please. If they come back out and knock you out at +2 or 3, that's okay. We will get another opportunity to reverse this one. Okay, we'll get another crack at this. There's no doubt about that. FDAX traders, holy moly, those that are long from the delta to the upper OSR, your target was 24025. Guess what? You've just gone through your target on the deltas. Have I got any FDAX traders who are long on the FDAX delta to the upper OSR target? Now that is a 5, 10, 15, 20. It's a 22-point trade, guys. A 22-point trade. So you can do the maths on that, guys. 22 times 40 Aussie dollars is $880 per contract if you're on that delta. You wonder why I'm an indicator-based trader. You wonder why. All right, so Petros, you've had a good night. Well done. Well done. I believe Akito's had a very good night in the background. There is no doubt. So guys, if the buyers show again on the NASDAQ, and get drilled, then we're looking to try and join the sellers again. What I would really love is the buyers to push up and fail at Fibonacci. Well done, Kate. Nice work. Okay, well done. Now, okay, let me just check what the 15-minute charts are doing. Because this is a static bar reversal in its own right. It's got distance to the MDI just. Guys, I'd actually prefer the buyers to push up and get absolutely drilled, and then we're going to go short. FDAX, what have we got? There's 1, 2 sellers on the stair step, so we're looking for buying base reversals. I don't want to take that delta right into the middle of the MDI and the upper OSR. What I'm thinking, guys, is we get a sell down on the FDAX, we retest these lower levels. If they close below, we're going to bolt with them. If we close below, we're going to bolt with them. If we get another reversal, we're going to try and send it long. Let me just look at the 15-minute. Let me just look at the 15-minute charts in the background. Guys, I did get asked the question. Guys, on YouTube. I was out in the middle of nowhere on YouTube. Guys, we're running this advanced trading course in Bali in November. For those of you that want to attend the webinar, which is the actual 5-day course, guys, you can actually register for that the day before the thing starts. So you don't have to make up your mind until early November, right? So a couple of people have asked the question. Guys, that is the answer. If you're attending the webinar, you can literally come the day before. So some of you might say, well, this person actually said, you know what I'm going to do, Lockie? I'm going to make my trading pay for the program. I said, what a great idea. Good. 2 positive trades, Kay. Well done, mate. Good job. Great to have you in the LTR, mate. We'll see you tomorrow. Also, absolutely brilliant. Now, for the DAX, guys, at this point in time, we are looking for really good seller push down that fails badly. Fails badly would be amazing. We're clearly setting up previous pivot reversals here, guys, on FDAX. If you are a previous pivot reversal trader, guys, the sellers have sold down underneath the pivot, giving you an opportunity to go long 2 points over the top of the pivot. Guys, just watch these guys come down and fail at Fibonacci. Guys, that would be really important. So watch them cruise down, fail at Fibonacci. Now we've got Fibonacci failure. Guys, now we've got Fibonacci failure. We're approaching the last 90 seconds of the candle. Right? If your trade is on already, then it's fine. If you haven't placed the trade already, we're going to wait to see this candle close because we're in the last 90 seconds of the candle. Okay, now, I know, guys, that the NASDAQ is not going down any further. So effectively, if you've gone short on the delta, that's fantastic. The sellers have now not destroyed the market, right? So the fact that the sellers haven't destroyed the market, guys, I would suggest Steve is correct. We are probably about to see some more buying coming into the market. And that's okay. We'll just let the buyers push in. If they fail badly, we'll grab them and send them back the other way. Greg, well done, mate. You got 8 ticks times 20 contracts on the S&P 500. That is a awesome trade, right? So particularly 20 contracts. Particularly 20 contracts. Very exciting. Now, 45 seconds, guys, until the candle closes. On the larger charts, guys, it looks like we're setting up, certainly for the FDAX, we're setting up a 30-minute chart reversal long. FDAX, please don't run. Please don't run us. That would be really bad. Now, with the FDAX, guys, at this stage, I'm looking for some really lovely reversals. The flip side of the reversals is I've got to get basically proof that these sellers are failing where they're failing, which it looks like they might be. So let's see if we can get back over the top of the gap. We're on the gap. So guys, what it means is effectively for the FDAX, we've got no new trades. Guys, we've got no new trades we can take. Okay, let's see. Putting positions on the chart, guys, in case we get an opportunity to buy these deltas. Now I'm just going to watch what the FDAX does here. I'm just watching what they do. If the FDAX starts diving, we've got to be very, very careful about getting into trades. Right now, this is a very, very, oh, look at these guys. Look at these guys. All right, so very big dive, guys, very big dive on the FDAX at this stage. So what it means is we've got to be very, very careful. I was very, very careful about entering new trades. Very, very careful about entering new trades. Now, there is sporadic European news today. There is sporadic European news. Let's just see what we come up with. Let's just see what we come up with. So, okay, that one. So that one. All right, so we're just going to see as what the FDAX does, whether it breaks down here aggressively, which it may do. As in, if we do break down aggressively, then we may be in a situation where these guys try and tank, okay, which is what we were expecting before. See if these guys have got the ability to do what they're doing. All right, just watching very, very closely, guys. I'm placing orders on the charts, and then I pulled the orders off because the risk on the long is ultimately too much. Now, again, we've got that structured Fibonacci failure here, guys. It looks like we're setting up a pre-bottom reversal. I'd just be very careful. I'd just be very, very careful. We don't yet know whether the FDAX is reversing or not. The NASDAQ is definitely not reversing, as these guys look like they're setting up. These guys look like they're setting up a very, very strong sell on the American markets. There's a very strong sell might be coming in. Okay, let me just put this in place, put that in place. Okay, that in place. All right, so we're just going to be a little bit careful, guys, about the FDAX. All right, so please do be careful. That was a very, very aggressive sell down. It could have been news inspired, as it may have been news inspired. It looks like they've sold down, guys. They've literally tried to have a crack at the OSR, and that hasn't worked for them. Right, that hasn't worked for them. So we'll just let them come to us and show us what they're thinking. Okay. I'm just watching the FDAX very closely here, guys. I've got an order running in the market. This point in time, I am very careful about reversing this FDAX after such an aggressive sell down. So we're 30 minutes in, guys. We're 30 minutes into the session. At this stage, we're going to wait for this candle to close on FDAX before we look for a trade. The NASDAQ traders, we are looking at a pretty heavy sell down come through on the NASDAQ. In fact, we can't sell the NASDAQ, guys, back down into the pre-top. If we close under the pre-top, we could be in a really good position. Okay, we could really good position. That one. Just controlling these orders, guys, in the background here. Submitted. Okay. I'm just watching my orders, guys, in the background. So I got picked up on an order after pre-bottom. Guys, then the ATM triggered and I had an ATM malfunction, hence the reason I'm managing the order. Let's just see what these guys do. So for The FDAX traders, guys, the only trade we can pick up is the pre-bottom reversal. Right now that the sellers have actually proved that they might be failing, right? So the sellers have proved they're failing. The pre-bottom reversal is on. Right? Now, for those that know what they're doing, your entry is 985. Your first target is 990. Second target is 995. Now, again, for the NASDAQ traders, we can't go short. Right? So we can't go short into the previous pivot. Let me get rid of that Fibonacci there. So we can't go short into the previous pivot. This looks to be, guys, this looks to have been a news announcement that might have come in and spooked the market a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. We don't mind news announcements. The deal with that, though, guys, is the FDAX traders. Again, if you are long off the pre-bottom, guys, your first point, you're obviously through your first target, no question about that. You're looking to try and push that through, guys, to a slightly longer range target if you can. Guys, 007 would be a really, really good number to try and push that through to. If we get an opportunity to push through to that level, that would be absolutely phenomenal. That being said, let me do this. Okay, that one there, that one. Yep, that one. Okay. So at this stage, guys, FDAX traders, we've literally got the pre-bottom reversal. That's already gone through its targets if you waited for this monster candle to close. NASDAQ, I can't give you another trade at this point in time. FDAX, if we were to go a little bit lower, then we'd be looking for another pre-bottom reversal. Okay, so another crack to the high side. At this stage, 997. Okay, so I'm trying to push my long trade on the FDAX through until 007, which is the Fibonacci. It's the Fibonacci coming down the chart. Right, so now, mind you, I'm trying to push through 24,000 and also a pivot. So I'm looking at this Fibonacci here for the FDAX traders. As again, the Fibonacci, the reversal, the real resistance is up here. My target, guys, is at 007. So my target is before the gap and before the gap. As again, if we get one more little buying surge on the FDAX, I'll look to control my risk so I can't lose any money on the trade. This is the ATM that didn't function properly. 997. Okay, so we'll just manage this one as best as we can. Now for the Nasdaq, guys, I've got no additional trades. S&P, no additional trades. FESX, guys, I've got nothing on the FESX at this stage. I'm looking, guys, I'm hopefully looking at the FDAX pushing through to at least 005 or 007. Guys, at least 005 or 007. Please, a little FDAX push through to 005. Nice, that would be gone. I dare you to go to 005, please. I dare you to go to 005. Come on, sweet pea. Go, 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 go. That's 004. Oh, sweet meat. All right. So I'm out of that trade at 005. I'm out of that trade at 005. It's only, mate, it's only $673 US. So it's not, again, when I'm moderating, I drop a contract. So guys, at the moment, I'm sitting at $673 US in profit. All right, so not too bad for the dude that's running the LTR. That is my KPI, guys. Around $600 US, I'm pretty happy with. Geez, I'm trying to do $600 US a day. Yeah, man, I'm trying to do $600 US a day. As you guys know, guys, 600 to $1,000 US a day. I'm very transparent about that, guys, and I'm taking exactly the trades that are called in the live trading room. Guys, I'm doing that on purpose. So if anyone is trading what we're trading here on the FDAX, guys, you should be sitting really positive at this point in time. Right? You should be sitting really positive, which is always my goal. Guys, flip side is I had an ATM malfunction, had to go and manufacture an ATM on the run. So if you heard me mucking around and placing orders and canceling orders, it's because I literally had a malfunction. But that's okay. Now, FTX traders, if we get a lower low, we're looking for a pre-bottom reversal again. I was very, very glad my target was at 005. Look at this. The market went to 006. Some days, guys, some days, all of the practice pays off, right? Some days, all of the practice pays off. Well, mate, so, geez, it's a good question, mate. It's a good suggestion because, as you guys know, by the end of this month, I'll be copy trading into 3 accounts simultaneously. So I'll be trading 4 accounts. My goal with the 4 accounts is again to do 500 to 1,000 US dollars per day across 4 accounts, and off we go. James is about to get smashed at 007, mate. Let me about to get drilled. Positive KPI hit. Yes, Jürgen, well done, mate. Jürgen, well done. See, there you go, Craig. 007 just, oh, sorry, Jizz, 007 just got smoked. Absolutely smoked. But what I love about trading as we wait for valid signals is every single one of you guys, every single one of you has got the opportunity to work towards getting funded. And then once you've funded, work towards trading multiple accounts simultaneously. And look at this, FTX. Of course you're going to run now, darling, aren't you? Of course you're going to run. But the beauty of funded trading is you can go and get a single 50 grand account, work it up to at least 60 grand, maybe 70 grand. Once you've done that, then go and get 2 or 3 and copy trade into them. Don't change anything. If you've already got funded, don't change anything. And literally say, my goal, Lockie, is 250 US dollars a day, but I'm now doing it on 4 accounts. That's 1,000 US dollars a day. It's $1,000 a day. It's, how could you have done that, guys, on the NASDAQ today? You could have literally gone short on the delta on 2 contracts, okay, and gone for around about a 23, 24 tick target, and you would have done 250 US today, right? You could have gone long on that one there, on 2 contracts. So on both of these trades, go long for 20s and 50s with a trailing stop. As in either way, you'd be way over 250 US dollars times 4 accounts, back to 1,000 US dollars, and off we go. Because my humble opinion, funding has completely changed the game. Funding has changed the game. And if anyone needs a hand, a question for everyone, guys, question for everyone. Does anyone need a hand getting funded? Does anyone need a hand understanding the mechanics of how to get funded and then stay funded? Okay, how to get funded and stay funded. All right, now I asked that question, guys. It's an open question, Jizz, always. Let me grab this for you. Guys, I have literally just written a guide for you on how to do it. Okay, so again, stay funded. Yeah, staying funded, mate. You're staying funded. Let me just find this one here. So, guys, I've written this guide. It's just about to be polished and presented properly and da-da-da-da-da-da. But I've written this guide for you, guys, right there, how to get funded and stay funded. It takes you through all of the things you need to know, guys, all of the things you need to know. The 10% risk rule. But yeah, Mark, you're correct. Staying funded is sometimes harder than getting funded. But as long story short, I've written that guide for you. It's about 15 pages long. It's got worked examples of the 50 grand and also 250 grand. It's got multiple sort of opinions in there about how to do what we do. And geez, I'm going to record a video series and put it with that as well. So you can either read the guide, guys, or you can just watch the videos. Again, I've got 3 people that I want to interview. Guys, I've got 3 more people to interview. Cody's one of them. Cody's in the webinar today. But I'm interviewing, guys, I'm interviewing people that have already been funded and asking them, how did they do what they did? Marcus, you went long off the body of the SBR. Well done, mate. Well done, well done, well done. So, guys, not just my opinion, it's the opinion of giving some really good traders. Those really, really good traders. And I'm doing that. So it's not just the world according to Lockie, it's the world according to Cody, the world according to Damsey, the world according to a number of people that are really, really good at getting funded. Guys. And again, that'll include the good and the bad and the ugly. Guys. Literally the good, the bad, the ugly of the funding game. Okay, now at the moment, guys, FDAX traders, the sellers own the stair step for you guys. You are 40 minutes into the session. I think you're probably going to get one more reversal on the FDAX, one more reversal for a 5-point target. Unless you get one more reversal. That black diamond delta there, guys, that black diamond delta there. Thank you, FDAX. At 016 is tradable. Right, so again, it's a gap-based reversal. Sellers own the stair step. We're buying off the gap. That delta there is above the gap. You could have entered at 016. I was a little bit late giving you that entry point because it's already gone through its target again. Right, so it goes a little bit late on that one. I do apologize. You might have seen it for the FDAX traders. You guys know how these black diamonds work. While the sellers still own the stair step, you can take any black diamond delta long, guys, provided it's inside your risk profile. You want to try and hold it, guys, as long as you can, please. You want to try and hold it as long as you can. Now, for the NASDAQ, guys, I've got this big efficient candle there. It's straight back into the 50 fib of the micro trend, guys, which is right there. So I would be very, very careful about going long. What I'm thinking at this point in time, guys, our turn of the hour trade is going to be short. For the FDAX traders, the buyers have just stolen the stair step. If you are long on the delta, then you're obviously going very, very well. There's no question about that. We can get rid of that Fibonacci extension. If the buyers do push up much higher, guys, if they do push up much higher, we're looking at an upper OSR reversal short, right? So right there, we've got the upper OSR. 249 to go, guys, until you guys can't take any more trades. The FESX does not agree with the short, right? So FESX does not agree with an FDAX short. They only agree with longs, right? So if you are long on that FDAX delta, guys, it's obviously gone through the 5, the 10, the 15, 20-point target. It's well on the way to 25-point target. I would personally try and trade that delta if I was long, guys, up to the 150% extension there. That's what I would ultimately be targeting. Craig, well done, mate. You went long off the efficient candle on NASDAQ. Good job. So, guys, if you did go long on the candle because it's got a 4 rating underneath it, all right, talk about strength. Again, guys, if you've gone long, brilliant. I won't send the junior traders long because of the 50 fib. Okay, won't send the junior traders long because of the 50 fib. Well, probably for the junior traders now, guys, wait for the turn of the hour. Buyers have just stolen the stair step on both US markets. Guys, so now we're looking for selling-based reversals to the downside. Okay, selling-based, FDAX. Ah, dear, look at you. Look at you. Ah, dear. That's all right, guys. If you've gone long on any of the deltas, any of these black diamond deltas here, I'll just put a circle around it so it's really obvious. If you've gone long on those, understanding who owns the stair step, got a beautiful 20 rated candle to the high side. The sellers sold down, hit a pivot. You picked up either of the deltas over here on the left-hand side, guys. They've all gone way beyond their target. All right, way beyond their defined target, which is exciting. Now we just wait for it to reload and go again. Good idea, mate. So so again, guys, so the beauty of it, we've got a double top over here, guys. So right there, it's hiding on the NASDAQ for you, just there. Okay, so you've got a little higher high there. NASDAQ has literally come through and kissed the high. Buyers now own the stair step. We're looking for selling-based reversals. Selling-based reversals on both US markets simultaneously. Now, Steve, keen on your opinion on this one, but this is the second time we've been up here. As this is not going to go well for the buyers. It's not going to go well for the buyers if they fail. Let's look at that. Look at that OSR reversal short on FDAX. Oh, dear. As the FDAX produces so many trades in a 90-minute trading session, it is ridiculous. And what we've got to be very careful of, is we don't overtrade the FDAX. Because you have a look at that. The moment the buyers steal the stair step, we're looking for selling-based reversals off a pivot. And hey, presto, guess what? Guess what? That's exactly what's occurred. Now, all right, so for the Nazi, As we are now officially in the last 15 minutes, for those people that don't trade the last 15 minutes, now's your opportunity to grab a cup of tea, coffee, water, whatever it is that you would like to grab. Anything, guys, anything you need to do to walk away from the market and not get romanced to buy it would be very exciting. Guys, just like the FDAX yesterday, guys, it looks like we are literally caught inside the range of the opening candle. So this is exactly what the FDAX did to us yesterday. Guys, if you have made profit out of this mess called the FDAX today, my hat is off to you guys. Look at this. This is a shocker. This is a shocker. And you've made money. And you've made money. I think that's just amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. All right. Now, I avoided the opening candle trade today, guys. So again, normally I trade the opening candle, but that opening candle on FDAX was just too crazy. Too crazy. Sorry, the candle before, it was the candle before the open that's crazy. Now, that would suggest we are literally stuck inside the range of the opening candle. 100% stuck inside that range. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, now for NASI, guys, for NASI and S&P 500, right, we're coming back through to the make or break level. Nice make or break level on the NASDAQ. Let me just look at the larger charts. We're definitely in the last 15 minutes. So 60 minute charts looking very bullish. Let's look at this. Cam, how are you, mate? I hope you're fantastic. Live over 3 accounts, Cam. That's exactly what I was talking about before. Really excited, guys, to get people. I'm really excited to get you funded on 1 account, but then to get you funded on 4 or 5. It's a game changer. It's a complete game changer. This is looking very interesting, guys, on the 60-minute chart. May I suggest, again, 60-minute chart, guys, if we close over that 200% extension, if we close over that, we're going to see bulls. If we close under it, we're going to see bears. The 15-minute chart Fibonacci for the NASI traders, guys, is going to look like this. All right, so we're going to go from here to here. Fibonacci always drawn down to catch them on the way up. Okay, the anchor line of the Fibonacci is always drawn left to right, just so you don't get your Fibonacci upside down because it's not palindromic. I don't know how many times I've said that in my career. Look at that. Look at that 88.6 fib failure. So some of you might be, I mean, look at them on the 5-minute chart. That is just ridiculous. So for the new traders, guys, we're going to wait for these guys to turn the hour, right? So just be a little bit careful. We're going to wait for them to turn the hour. The flip side of turning the hour, if we do get a really strong, efficient close on the S&P 500, nice, then again, we're looking for the S&P to push to the R1 before we pick up a lovely reversal. 6403. Where's our major point here? Okay, watch break above 6400. We're nowhere near that. Short-term bias is to sell. That's worked out quite well. If we buy, then fail, guys, short target 6360. Okay. Look at this. Look at this NASDAQ failure. Oh, dearie me. Who says, does anyone out there in the world say that Fibonacci doesn't work? Look what we've just done. We just failed at the 200% Fibonacci extension off the 4-hour chart to the tick. That's to the tick. So anyone out there in the world doesn't like Fibonacci, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's all right. As I generally find, guys, if people don't use Fibonacci, and I'm not being rude, but if people don't use Fibonacci, it's generally because they don't understand how to use it. And it's so easy, guys, it's so easy to teach how to use Fibonacci. Guys, in fact, I ran a Fibonacci class for TO in the UK, guys, only around 3 weeks ago. TO might be in this session with us today, guys. So again, if you need help with Fibonacci, guys, please put up your hand. These Delta V2s, guys, are an incredible position, right? The institutional orders are coming in after this failure. We are in the last 15 minutes. As we are in the last 15 minutes, I'll tell you what, the better Delta V2 is this one over here on the left-hand side, that one right there. Because buyers own the stair step, we've already gone above the entry point, allowing everybody to safely enter the delta. Flip side of that, last 15 minutes, let's just be very, very careful. because this is when the futures markets get a little bit unpredictable. Oh, Tio, thank you. I appreciate that. Anton, how are you, man? Oh, you want help with Fibonacci? Oh, that's that's very easy. Like Fibonacci. I used to not be a fan of Fibonacci, right? And that's because I didn't understand it. Now I understand it, and now some of our indicators, are written with a Fibonacci influence, like a mathematical influence in the Fibonacci. I mean, can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine doing mathematics on multiple charts simultaneously and then dividing your mathematics by Fibonacci and doing it in around about 12 seconds, then go, oh, yeah, there's a great trade. Or you can just trade a delta that does it all for you. Like that delta V2, guys, my delta V2 there has a Fibonacci influence. So you can either try and do the maths yourself or just hand it over to the computer and let the maths do it for you. Or the computer do it for you. Now, we are looking for our turn of the hour trade, guys. We're 8 minutes and 45 seconds away from that trade. The buyers have gone back up to the key Fibonacci levels again. I would suggest is going to the 15-minute chart. Going to the 15-minute chart. Again, we're setting up a 15-minute reversal. There's a 15-minute chart, static bar reversal short. The FDAX. So if the DAX closes over its OSR, right, so you can see it's just cruising around its upper OSR at the moment. Whoops. If we close over that, which we have not done for the entire trading session, then you guys are looking for, the buyers on the stair step, you're looking for a selling-based reversal. Right now, at this stage, there'll be 2 Fibonacci's on the FDAX. The most important will be this sell down. Right, so again, we're drawing the Fibonacci down to catch them on the way up. Guys, we're also paying attention to very, very key Fibonacci levels, like the evil twins there, and then the backup twins over here. Right, evil twins, backup twins. All right, that's what we're watching for. And again, guys, you guys are around 7.5 minutes away from saying, Lockie, I'm ready to take a turn of the hour trade. It looks like it is going to be a sell. We do have to keep a very close eye, guys, on this OSR here. All right, if they close above the OSR with a really bullish candle, all right, the FDAX is probably going to go for the 250 extension and the R1 combined. All right, now these guys are mucking around on a larger chart. Let's go and see what they're doing. We've got a ton of time, guys. We've got 7 minutes until the turn of the hour. That's a long time as a day trader. All right, FDAX is going to go long here, guys. It's going to go long, 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 long. So let me have a quick look. Let me just have a quick look. Sell, buy. I'm not buying the long, just quietly. So 1. Okay, hang on. I've got to sell all the way back over here. Low point, high point. Buyers on the stair step. Buyers own the stair step. Buyers own the stair step. So they're in a 60-minute chart swing trigger long. That's what they're doing. And they're in a 15-minute chart reversal long. Okay. I'd suggest at this stage, guys, for the DAX traders, we've got to be very, very careful about going short on the turn of the hour, which is 5 minutes away. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to wait for this Fibonacci is probably going to run out of steam. Right? It's probably going to be from here to here. So again, Fibonacci down, catch them on the way up. The spine is always drawn left to right. Something Rich Malcolm taught me in the US, guys. So hello to Rich Malcolm. Okay, so for the S&P traders, we're looking for an R1 reversal. Your 15-minute chart says buyers are running out of steam.
Climactic volume on EF.
Okay, S&P just gave me climactic volume on the 60-minute chart. So we're looking at climactic reversals. Yes, we are. Here comes this. So you might have heard my indicators just trigger, guys, saying climactic reversal. FDAX, that is the first time we've closed outside the opening candle, guys. Also the first time we've closed outside the OSR. It's actually a valid long. Guys, now we don't normally trade the FDAX in the last candle of the hour, but it is a very, very powerful long. FESX, mate, I was about to check that, so geez, well done. So the FESX, guys, is under its OSR. These guys are just going to buy everywhere, guys. If the FESX gets over its OSR, it's right here. If we close over the OSR, then we've got to be very careful about reversing anything, like right across the board. If we close under that OSR, guys, or close on it, then gap under it, then the reversals are looking really good everywhere. If you're a turn of the hour trader. Okay, let me just double check. So these buyers are not that strong. These buyers are not that strong on the 15-minute chart. On the 60-minute chart, they are monstrally strong, like big strong. I would suggest, guys, that a little bit of that interim European news has come out. Now, because suddenly the buyers have literally just taken control of the market. Now, for the FTX traders, guys, just mathematically, that's a valid long. Okay. Now, again, it's got a 2-strength rating under the candle. Mathematically, it's valid. There's too much risk, and we normally don't trade the last. Candle, guys. That's called the Widowmaker candle for a reason. S&P, guys, you've got clear. So S&P 500 traders, you might be looking at an R1 reversal. We'd need to 6,400. So, guys, just getting a message from a very talented trader. Yeah, look, so he's just I've just got a message from a lovely guy. He might be in the LTR. It might be in the LTR. Basically, he's saying, guys, watch 6,400. Watch 6,400. So we're getting assistance on WhatsApp as well, because all these traders messaging through going, watch this, watch that, watch this, watch that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right. So good one. All right. So we've got 6,400 marked, guys. He's got 6,400 marked. So I'd suggest that this, look at FDAX. Oh, dearie me, look at you setting up a pre-market, a turn of the hour. So what we need, guys, ultimately, again, for those that are over your daily KPI, for those that are over the daily KPI, please don't take another trade. For those that need another trade, we're looking for the turn of the hour trade. New indicators, Sheldon. So these ones at this stage, what's today, Thursday? I would suggest by next Thursday, guys, all of you will have access to the version 7 or the Gen 7 indicators, which will match mine. So it's just two things that we're changing. So we're not changing the mathematics, we're just changing the presentation. So our OSR, instead of the OSR lines coming on immediately and then getting pushed around, the OSR is literally going to wait 15 minutes or so, whatever it needs to wait. Then it's going to project all of your extensions for you, so you don't have extensions all over the place trying to work out what's going on. And so again, a couple of little, literally not mathematical fine tunes. They are visual, aesthetic. I think it's called aesthetic. They're visual fine tunes to make the indicators easier to use for a significant period of time. All right, now, guys, 60 seconds. So 60 seconds until the hourly turn. What we need to short the NASDAQ is we need the S&P to close under its R1. We need the S&P to close under its R1. All right, now for the NASDAQ traders, 35 seconds. Guys, please don't front run. Please don't front run the reversal. Let's fast forward 28 seconds from now. If that's what you're given, it's a ratio by static bar reversal short. We need the buyers to push in first, and then we're going to sell, right? Buyers push in first, and then we're going to sell. The caveat is that we must stay under the R1 on the S&P 500. Guys, now FDAX traders, we want the FESX to stay under its upper OSR. Okay, otherwise we might have to wait one candle to reverse the FDAX, right? So, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay. All right, FDAX, we can't reverse just yet, guys, unless you wait for the buyers to push in and you reverse outside the range of the active candle. Just be aware that the FESX is gapped on and stayed on its upper OSR, right? NASDAQ traders, the S&P's done what it needs to do. If you are a static bar reversal trader, guys, you need the buyers to show inside the new hour. This is perfect. Let the buyers show inside the new hour. Your short order, guys, your short order on the NASDAQ, guys, is 2 ticks underneath that green candle there. Right, you basically need the buyers to show and then get absolutely annihilated. All right, so let's just watch what they're doing. All right, Europe is buying, guys. So again, just let him go, let him go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay, let him go, guys, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. This is news. Okay, this is definitely news. Guys, this is definitely news. The long deltas from down here are looking really sexy at this point in time. So just let him go, guys. Just let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Do not just try and sell against this. This is an absolute monster. So S&P 500 is going for 6,400. Just let him go. 200 extension. Thank you. Just let them rock and roll, guys. These buyers are going to run out of steam, and when they do, it will be very impressive. Okay, very impressive. Okay, so this is news related, guys, or news inspired. Just let them cool down. Just let them cool down a bit. There is a pre-top reversal, guys, on FDAX at 24130. Now the risk on that, guys, is too much for most traders, so you'll have to swap to the FDXM, guys, the micro contract, to take that reversal. Risk is too high on the normal FDAX, guys, unless you have an enormous account. But the risk is too much, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 25 is our maximum, guys. That's way over 50 points. So just be very careful on that one. As in, don't take it. That'll be very clear. You take the black, you can take the red diamond delta short, guys, at 151 if that's in your trading plan. You'd be looking to go short at 151, guys. Your first target is 146. If they go back through, which they've just done, you can put another sell order on at 151. Now, guys, you're literally going to go for 5s and 25s or 5s and 50s, making sure, guys, you've been picked up at 151. Again, your first target is 146. Nice, first target is 146, and then you're going to cut your risk off on your long range runner, please. You're through your target again on FDAX, or you're on your first target, you're through your first target, guys. So cut all your risk on your long range target. If they buy back above, guys, if they buy back above 151 again, 151 again, if they buy back above that level, you can sell again. All right, so if you've gone short on the FDAX, guys, on a climactic delta reversal at 151, you're through your first target. You're on your second target, or you're going to try and trade it all the way back down to the R1, which is around about a 25-point trade. It is 100% news, Daniel, and it's European-centric because the FDAX went first. Okay, FDAX went first. So, guys, at this stage, if you're a Delta trader on FDAX, you may have picked up the Delta short at 151 twice. Guys, you may have picked it up twice. If you have, well done, guys. If you have, well done. If you're not a Delta trader, you're waiting for this candle to close. Then you're looking for a climactic reversal, provided the risk is in your favor. Guys, there's
volume on ETH.
yeah, so we're climactic everywhere, guys. Now, if we break and hold above 6,400 for the S&P traders, guys, then we're looking at nothing but longs, right across the board. FDAX, don't enter that delta, please, in the last 90 seconds. Now, if you've gone short on the delta again by accident, guys, 151, 146 is your first target. You just kiss the target again. Guys, just be careful. Guys, they're very, very angry. Very angry people. Very angry. The buyers, the sellers are not going to be happy. You guys are not going to be happy with what has just occurred. All right, so if you want that delta, guys, again, perfect position. Wait for the buyers to push into the market like they're doing now. Now put your order on at 151. And again, your risk control point is 5 points, please. So if you are an FTX trader, guys, your risk control point, okay, you're at your risk control point and first target now of 146. You want them to break down through 146 and run, guys. Run, please. Little FTX, go on, sweetheart. Go. Off you go. So if you are a DAX trader, guys, I've got nothing on the other ones yet. If you are a DAX trader, you may have gone short at 151. If you've been skipped, that's okay. You would need to wait for the buyers to push back above 151 and go again. You can literally go again. Okay. So that's how we handle climactic news, guys. Just let them go absolutely nuts, and then we work out what they're doing. All right, S&P, guys, is broken above 6,400. Right, this is a very, very important level in the market. It's a very important level. DAX at this stage, again, the lower V2 delta at 140 is valid. Guys, I prefer to get the higher one up here at 151. Guys, I prefer to get that because ultimately we're carrying a lot less risk with a far higher potential as we've just experienced. Okay, for the Nasdaq, guys, I'm looking for a short, right, not a long. What I'm looking for is the S&P 500 to close back under 6,400, right? If we close back under 6,400, then we're going to pick up a really lovely short on both US markets. Thank you, mate. Thank you. So when the news comes through, guys, like it did, when the news comes through like that, which is a little bit banshee, guys, that's okay. Just let it run, and then we'll just pick up the pieces on the other side. FTX traders, the Delta V2 shorts are valid. Guys, the Delta V2 shorts are valid. As what we're looking for is confirmation the S&P 500 is definitely failing before we go long on the Nasdaq. Now, FTX, all these deltas, right? That one there, this one there, that one there, they're all valid shorts. Right? So 5-point first target, 25-point second target. Again, try and stretch your long range, or try and stretch your target out, guys, as far as you can. All right, try and just try and make as much money as you possibly can. Understanding your risk is already controlled. You can't lose any money at all. If it runs, it runs. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. You've already made money on all trades. Now, I'd be very interested to find out where they failed. It looks like they failed at a purple retracement and a daily as well. That was an amazing sell down. It was amazing sell down. All right, just wait and see what the Americans have got to do, guys. There's not a lot of people keen on buying above 6,400. So Louis texted me before, guys, absolutely on the money. Nothing on this chart here. Is it a green 61.8? There's a smaller fib in there, but it's probably not. It's probably not going to be. Probably not going to be that help. No, that's completely useless for us at this point in time. Okay, so at this stage, guys, again, I don't want to buy the Nasdaq simply because the candle is out of context with the rest of the market. If the buyers do continue to grind up, then we will look for a valid buy signal. FTX at this point in time. Okay, now let's have a quick look. Pro order plan 90-minute meeting. Perfect. Now, for the DAX traders, guys, so Europe at this point in time, if you close inside the pre-top, then we're looking for a pre-top reversal. Sellers have got to close inside the pre-top. Okay, so sellers close inside, then the buyers retrace back up and collect that delta. If we don't close inside the pre-top, there is no delta trade, please. That means we need the buyers to cruise back in, and we're looking for the far higher entry points. So let's just see what they do in the next 26 seconds or so. For the Nasdaq and S&P, no one's really that impressed, guys, on the S&P yet. But I'll tell you what's probably going to happen here. We're going to get this tiny little candle closing here on the S&P. And all the buyers are going to go, yay, we're clear of 6,400. Let's keep going. But the risk for the S&P 500 traders is too much to go long. Right, too much to go long. Trying to get, guys, I'm trying to get other, there's the context. I'm just trying to get in context with what just occurred. Now, Steve, you were talking about these guys going, you were talking about the American markets probably grinding long. As we've got a cluster of Fibonacci's up here, the 133, that's the one that's really interesting me. We're well above 23,500. So 23616. Well, Steve's got us up to 23616. I've got us up to 23606. That's still a long way. That's still a long way from where we are. That's a long way from where we're currently trading. All right. So, guys, what we'll do. FDAX, guys, you've bought up. So now you can pick on the delta at 140. Right? So if you can go short on the FDAX at 140, your first target is 135. Right? So your first target is 135. At this stage, guys, I'm not sending the NASDAQ long because the candle is out of character with the market. Okay, it's literally out of context. FDAX traders, if you're short at 140, first target is 135. Give it 28 seconds and we should be there. Come on, FDAX, don't embarrass me, please. Come on. Go, 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 go. No, that's the wrong color. Don't be green, be red. I want you to go and hit 135, please. Come on, you got 12 seconds. No, she knows I'm watching. She knows I'm watching. They literally knows I'm watching. So at this stage, guys, again, it is a valid reversal on FDAX, guys, provided you can hold the risk. We're looking for a seller push. Guys, here comes another push. This sort of slowly coming into the market now. So if you're short at 140, guys, pretty certain you're going to get paid at 135. I'm not going to give it a time now because it just embarrassed me. I would suggest that, again, before the close of this candle, you're going to get a positive answer on that trade. At this stage, S&P, guys, if we close under 6,400 as a 4-point turning bar reversal short, FDAX, you just went through your target. I should sort of just said inside the 5 minutes, right? If you're short at 140, guys, your first target on FDAX is 135. You've already traded as low as 133. You guys are through your target again on FDAX. Oh, sweet meat. Technical trading term, guys. Technical trading term. Now, for the S&P traders, guys, if we close under 6,400 and a 4-point turning bar reversal short, again, we're going to look for shorts on both Giz. Oh, well done, Giz. +5 times 4. Holy moly, mate. Well done. Well done. That's a $500 trade. Look at that. Oh, Shelton gets a 10. Shelton gets a 10, makes us all look like absolute rookies. And Giz gets skipped. Oh, man. Giz. Getting skipped. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I tell you what's more amusing, guys, is when you're moderating and your ATM malfunctions and you find yourself on the wrong side of the market. I'm literally like, you've got to be kidding. So I had to remedy it. Yeah, naked, exactly. I'm naked and I'm moderating. That brings up a whole. So let me quantify for everybody that's watching. Naked in the market means that your stop loss has malfunctioned or your target has malfunctioned and you don't have a target or a stop, which is exactly what happened to me today. In fact, no. So what happened is the market ran up, tagged my target, filled the first target, then hit my stop loss and reversed me in the wrong direction. So that's what happened today. So I found myself naked in the market on the wrong side of the market with the trade running against me. So I had to do a little bit of creative engineering in the background, guys, but it's ended up $673 positive. So thank you for the engineering. Marcus, mate, great trade, mate. Well done. So Marcus has gone short on the S&P off the body. So guys, note the NASDAQ and S&P, they are not ready to reverse yet. All right. So what we're likely to get on both American markets is S&P first will be a swing trigger long. Right. So we're looking at a swing trigger long. FESX is going to set up a trigger long as well. If we got a black diamond delta on, yeah, mate, well done. So I've done 24, guys. That's my normal weekly KPI. I've done it today, which is good. Daniel, you got stopped out on the NQSBR. Okay, so guys, well, great lesson, mate. I always enter my static bar reversals outside the range of the candle, guys. So the static bar reversal here on NASDAQ, all right, if you want to trade this static bar reversal that's trying to form, guys, your entry's at 530. So I always enter outside the range, guys, enter outside the range of the candle, because of the trench warfare principle. Okay, now I can take you guys through that if you want me to. Suzanne, don't forget we've got platinum training on tonight, please. One of the surgeons, so we've got 2 surgeons that are coming on the platinum program. Both of them are in training. Both of them are in surgical training tonight, so they're not available to come to the platinum webinar. But it's kind of nice, guys. Kind of nice. We've got 2 surgeons coming to an advanced trading course. That's hilarious, guys. Daniel, there's another trench on the body of the candle, but it's not as strong as the high and the low. Right, so guys, trench warfare in principle. If the S&P 500 closes underneath 2400, it's underneath 6400, my mathematics. If we close under that, guys, this static bar reversal, okay, that one right there is an incredible entry point, right? Incredible entry. So Dan, to answer your question, the body of the candle is a valid reversal. It carries less risk, but has a lower success rate. So as a moderator, I will only ever enter outside the range of the candle because I want the highest success rate possible. I don't want people to have losing trades. Now, some moderators out there in the world will be like, yeah, losing trades, who cares? I do care a lot about losing trades, guys, because psychologically they're very damaging. Guys, very, very damaging. So again, today, apart from my ATM malfunction, guys, it's been a really, really positive session. Every FDAX trade I've taken is outside the range of the leading candle or a delta that complements that trade. So Dan, for example, mate, at the moment, if we have a look what's going on the NASDAQ, if your selling order was sitting underneath this candle here, you don't care what they're doing at this point in time. If your selling order is underneath this one here, you also don't care. In about 1 minute and 43, your selling order might be sitting under this candle here. All right, so entering outside the range, if these buyers are definitely stopping, then the sellers are going to trounce them. Like, it will be really impressive. Really impressive. So to answer your question, mate, you are 100% correct. There's 4 trenches on every candle. The mathematically stronger trench will always be the extreme low or the extreme high of the candle, right? Mathematically, the stronger trench will always be the high and the low. Again, what's the difference? The difference is about a 93.5% success rate versus 81.5 last time we did the stats. So you're looking at like low 80s versus mid 90s. The vast majority of traders would probably prefer a higher success rate. Reinhard, mate, awesome. I hope you've learned something today. That's why TTP does this for you guys. So I hope you've learned something and you've had some fun as well. Okay, now, guys, for everybody, we are going to end up with an interesting structure on the S&P. Guys, they're actually trying to set up a swing trigger. So they're literally trying to hold the swing trigger. Some of you might see that as a closed ABC step to the high side. So that means effectively we are looking for a long on the S&P 500. Now, again, if you are going to go long, guys, then you're looking for really long range targets. I did have the targets on here before. Guys, your target is 6430, so right up the top of the screen. For the FDAX, guys, at this point in time, FESX is at its 250, which is fine. So FTAX, you're going to draw a Fibonacci down to catch them on the way up. Spine is always left to right. It's never been right to left. It's just my humble opinion. So, I don't know how many times I said that today. A little bit opinionated, guys, when it comes to Fibonacci. For the FTAX traders, guys, look at this 76 fib. So your last strike, guys, I was looking for these guys to push up, hit the 76 fib, and then I wanted that delta right there. So the delta short at 168. That's where the first institutional selling came in after this news candle. All right, so right there, guys, right there at exactly 168, not 9, not 7, 168. It's exactly where the first institution said, you know what, we're going to smash the FTX back the other way. So if we get back above that level again, nice, if we get back above 168 again, there will be a trade on for the FTX traders at 168. Guys, again, the backup trade is all the way down here, guys, at 151. If you can hold 25 points worth of risk, guys, you can go short at 151. If you can hold the risk. Guys, now that's why I wanted to try and get everybody in all the way up here. That little red diamond there, guys, there's already gone at least 10, 12 points to the downside, which is divine. As you wonder why I keep banging on about indicators, right? The backup trade, guys, is carrying risk at 151. Guys, it is carrying risk at 151. Mathematically, there's nothing wrong with it. Guys, your first target is going to be 146. It's actually just gone through and touched the delta target. Now, guys, if I was being very fussy on the FTAX today, very, very, very fussy, I would wait for the buyers, guys, to come back up here, tinker with these 76 fibs, and then I'd try and pick up the delta short here. The black diamond delta on NASDAQ, guys, is valid. The risk is a little crazy. You guys are trading up to the R1, guys, as an absolute minimum, the R1. If you are going to take the delta, guys, and you're mathematically switched on, you're looking for a 10-tick target only. FTAX traders, the buyers went back above your delta point. So again, if you've gone short on the higher delta at 168, your first target is 163. Guys, 163. Let me bring this up for you here. 163, guys. Really, 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 really high chance of getting absolutely annihilated. Okay, NASDAQ traders, if you're long on the lower delta, you're looking for a 10-tick target as you approach the R1. Guys, so a 10-tick target. Your risk to reward on that one, guys, is skewed badly against us. Badly against us. But if you are on the first delta, guys, you're looking for a 10-tick target. FTAX traders, if you're short at 168, your target is 163. Come on, FTAX. You know you want it, darling. Go, 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 go. Go, go. 163. Quick, quick, quick. Just one more little surge of sellers. Come on. No. All right, they'll come again, guys. They'll come again. So if you're short on the FTAX on the delta, come on. Boom. Ah, dearie me. If you are short, if you're short on the FTAX, guys, at 168, your first target's 163. You just annihilated your target. All right, annihilated it. Now, for the NASDAQ traders, guys, as I said, the risk on the NASDAQ is not in our favor. If you're on the first delta, you want a 10-tick target. It's gone around 12 ticks to the high side. All right, what we've now got is a potential turning pattern coming on both American markets simultaneously. FTAX, you guys have had a walk in the park today. I don't know if any FTAX traders are short on that delta, guys, but even if you waited for the buyers to come back above it and you've gone short, it belted its target. Absolutely belted its target. Now, guys, Arlen's on screen. That means that I'm very quickly running out of time. Hold on. Let me just turn my camera back on again. So, Arlen, today we have had some fun. We had some unexpected news. We had unexpected news come out of Europe and sent the market a little bit banshee to the high side. FTAX, depending on how you trade, depending on how you trade, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 really good trades. I'm sitting at 673 US in profit at the moment. So just over 1,000 Aussie. That's important for the Aussies. For the NASDAQ traders, we had an absolutely amazing Delta short here. Then what have we got? An incredibly strong candle here. We didn't back it because the S&P 500 was having a bit of a crazy. Then it's gone absolutely nuts. And now we're just waiting for the market to set up a reversal. Some traders have taken that Delta long for a 10-tick target. It's only $50 US, but it went through the target really well. And S&P traders, we had a short and then we had a long. And this is news. So unexpected surprise in the market, this massive candle. But now we're above 6,400, which we had in our pre-brief. Now we're above 6,400. These guys are just going to literally just grind and grind and grind to the high side. So my suggestion to everybody would be, again, just be really careful, right? Just let me jump on this, Arlen, and then I'm all yours. If anyone is short, guys, if anybody's long on any of those Black Diamond Delta trades, so any of them, guys, that's your 10-tick target. Even worst case scenario, you're long on that one. It's gone straight through its target without taking out its stop. All right, so Arlen, I'm all yours. I think we're done. We're done today.
First of all, thank you so much, Lachlan. Looking at the screen looks very, very interesting, especially your last little point there. Love seeing that, and I love seeing that you guys are making a lot of nice profits. To whoever is in the Zoom chat, I just sent you a quick message, and also on YouTube, I dropped one a bit earlier. Guys, the code SUMMER20, you get 20% off for any Prime challenge above 150. So that's very nice, very excited. And take advantage of that. Also, in regards to our live trading room and generally, we're gonna get a new look, a new sleek, very nice and interesting look very, very soon. So get excited. It's coming soon. I've been working on that very hard. That's why you see me in a bit of a different setup this time. So you're going to see it much more clear soon, and you're going to enjoy these sessions in super duper high quality and a very nice layout, and a lot of cool new surprises are coming. So let's all give one nice loud clap for Lachlan for another very great session. So Lachlan, thank you so much. And I will see you guys again next week on Thursday to check in with you again. You know, the live trading room with the trading pit and Samurai Day Trading. And whoever's doing the live trading room tomorrow with Samurai Day Trading, guys, enjoy. These sessions are wonderful. So yeah, there you go. You see, even Klaus made one loud clap. Everyone. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, everyone, and I'll see everybody next Thursday for TTP. And guys, if you're in the Samurai room, I'll see you tomorrow. And Platinum training starts in half an hour, Arlen. So it's a very long night tonight. There we go. Perfect.
Have fun. See you.
All right, guys. Bye.